boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip-hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are not neighborhoods? We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
Now, this is hilarious. Asians coming out and saying how scared they are now. Oh, we're so scared. We're being targeted. Oh, my God. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? There's a solution. There's a solution to your scared ass. Get out of our neighborhoods. Pack your stores, close your doors, and go home. As a matter of fact, go to Beverly Hills and sell in Beverly Hills. Go somewhere else and sell all your bull crap. Do that. If you're so scared, go to church. How are you sitting up here and talking about you so scared of your direct customer? White folks ain't keeping y'all doors open. I tell you right now, I've been saying this whole time. All these people posting up in our communities, gas station, these hair stores, and all this funky ass attitudes. Stop spending your money with them. Start checking them on site. Yeah, get very scared if you're going to be following us around the store and treating us all like criminals. This is ridiculous. But yet, you're not scared when your finger gets to going and that cash register gets to popping up. You're not scared of them greenbacks that we pass you. You're not scared to come post up in our hoods, in our neighborhoods. In every black community, there's Asian stores. You're not scared. You're not that scared. How are you scared of your customer? Tell me how you're scared of your direct customer. So you got here, I'm going to directly sell to the enemy. I'm going to directly sell to people that I'm scared of. I'm not going to sell to anybody else or employ anybody else to come into here. So it's just the people that I think steal everything and the people that I'm so damn scared of. Close your doors and go to another neighborhood. That will solve the problem. Quit coming and posting up in the black communities. We'll be good without you. Okay? All right. You have a great day with your scary. And the church doors, if you scared, go to church.
I'd like to place an order.
Pick up order, what would you like?
Pick up order. Can I get 5 shrimp fried rice?
Small or largest?
Let's do largest.
Okay.
Okay, and do you do the Chinese chicken wings?
Chinese wings, yes.
Okay, and let me get 20 count Chinese wings.
Okay.
Okay, and that'll be all.
Would you like to get any order of cream cheese wonton or spring rolls?
Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, I'll take some of those.
Which one, the spring rolls or?
The spring rolls. Give me some rolls.
Okay. Spring rolls. Okay, it comes 2 pieces in the order. So just to make sure I got your order right, I have 5 orders left.
Call your local health department on your local Chinese restaurants daily, all day. Make as many complaints as you can. Let's have at it, y'all.
Wow.
Call your local health department.
So not only was the trend started where black people were calling Chinese food places, placing massive orders and then not picking it up as a, strike against Asian-owned businesses because of the Rick Chow situation. Now they're saying call the health department on the Chinese food places and try to get them shut down. This is next level petty. Number one, the majority of the jury that acquitted Chow were black. Number two, what would the black community do if all of a sudden there were no Asian-run businesses? That's like all there is in the hood. You got the nail salons, you got the food, you got the convenience stores. Think about it.
Down here. This is very convenient for when I'm in this neighborhood to go right here. But I don't set foot in this. If I do, I steal something. Because they janky ass Koreans and they've always been like that. They wouldn't let you get away with being short a nickel. You can shop here every day for 30 years. Be short a nickel, they're going to snatch all their shit back. Boycott all Korean businesses. I'm calling on Black Los Angeles. Boycott that janky ass slots and swap meet. Boycott all Korean owned businesses. All beauty supplies.
I wonder about these folks, man. Seriously. I wonder about these people. Seriously. I don't take them serious because they're not boycotting anything. You know this. That's not happening. Folks are still going to go get the extensions and wigs. They still going to get them rusty feet scrubbed.
Pork fried rice.
They got to have their daggone Chinese food. But it just also goes to show how ignorant, because I'm at a point now where I believe that you have a plethora of Black people that believe that because you have the same melanin, you are the same.
They do.
They truly believe this. There was a video, I think it was the Daily Wrap Up crew. They had a brother on there I think he was from Benin, if I'm not mistaken. And he was trying to explain to them, just because you are Black or somebody else from the continent of Africa, that's not my brother. They were like, matter of fact, I live in Benin. There was like 100 tribes. The next tribe over, not my brother. We are not the same. Just because we don't even speak the same language, we don't believe the same. We don't think the same. He was trying to, and they couldn't wrap their brains around, but it was like, but you Black. It was like, I'm not Black. You know what I'm saying? I am this from this tribe. They couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand it. And here it is. Rick Chow, a Asian convenience store owner who happens to be, I think he's Vietnamese, if I'm not mistaken. But that is different than somebody from Thailand, from somebody from the Philippines, from somebody from China, from somebody from Korea or North Korea or South Korea,
Make them all pay.
Japan, Mongolia. Yeah, they're different people. It just goes to show you how ignorant a lot of Black folks in this country are, man. Just ignorant is all get out. Goodness gracious, man.
Sad.
Yep. To all my Asians out there, okay? Just like I said to the white people, I'm not like them Black people over there, okay? So I'll let y'all right now. I will be coming to see my Vietnamese nail salon this week because I need to get the fill-ins done. I need to get the nails done. I don't associate and I don't subscribe to this foolishness. The thing with Black people that irritates me, and I said this last and I'll say it again, what irritates me with y'all don't want nobody to put all of us in the same box. If a Black person commits a crime, you don't want everybody to say all Black people are criminals, all Black people do this, y'all don't like that. But for some twisted reason, y'all think y'all need to do it to everybody else. And y'all look so the part with this whole Asian boycott, y'all look so dumb. That just showed how dumb y'all were, because y'all didn't even know how many different types of Asians there are. Did y'all know Indians are considered Asian too?
No, they don't know that. They don't know that. That's why they voted for Kamala. That's why they voted for Kamala.
Exactly. They voted for Kamala, who is Asian, might I add. But y'all go touch some grass. Go touch some grass. And the audacity of the lady that want to sit down and do that video about how scared Asians need to get out of the Black community. Lady, you would be bald headed because you had all them braids up in your head. You ain't had no hair on your head. Girl, all y'all are yelling about, especially what we're about to hit summer 2026. How y'all boycotting? Y'all ain't got hair. Y'all gotta go purchase them bundles that come from the Asians who are Indian as well. Y'all gotta get the bundles. Y'all gotta get your nails done. Who is gonna be waxing your funky pocketbook? Who gonna wax that mess? Because it's usually the Asians that be doing the waxes for y'all. It ain't the Black people, because Black people don't want to touch that. They don't want to touch the feet. They don't want to touch in between your legs. They don't want to touch none of that. So who gonna do that for y'all? I need y'all to explain that to me. Y'all are ignorant, and that is why most people think Black people are so unserious. They don't take y'all seriously at all, because y'all come out here and make these stupid things. We're boycotting Asians, and then, as people said in the chat, are you giving back up your PlayStation? Are you giving up your Nintendo? Are you giving up any of these things? No. Are you going to give up the phone that you were just recording that video on because it came from the Asians? Tell me what y'all giving up. And the thing that's so funny with y'all, because y'all say them Asians always come into Black communities and so on and so forth. That's because y'all don't want to work. Y'all want to be on government benefits.
That's right.
So that is what happens. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all like to sit down here. You wear the Jordans that came from there. You like to do all of that stuff. Y'all want the jobs that make y'all look a certain type of way. Y'all don't want to be out there working. So that's why y'all don't have no businesses in the communities. This right here, this is why I say y'all are ignorant and y'all look stupid. Y'all sound dumb. Go outside and touch some grass. Get outside of your little local neighborhoods. Then you would learn how many different types of Asians there are, and you wouldn't make such stupid statements. Because I'm telling y'all, if every Asian business left, yeah, y'all would have nothing. Y'all would be in the dregs.
I'll just say this. I'm from the home of the carryout. Okay.
Oh
DC is
yeah.
the home of the carryout.
Oh yeah. Gotta have that mumbo sauce, man. Them wings and that mumbo
It's
sauce.
the
Come on
home
now.
of the carryout. It's more carryouts than anything ever. Okay. And so with that being said, here's the thing. It still comes back to the Democrats. The reason why those Asians are in your community is because the policies, okay? They have all these minority grants and things like that, but you don't look at what the minority grants say and do and where the funding is going. All right. So that's one thing. And then, when you want to talk about all your appliances and things like that, that's Democrats too. NAFTA sent that stuff right overseas to Asia, all that good stuff. So your problem is for the people that you actually vote for again. Like, ding, ding, ding again. And then when we get into black people and Asian talk, right? Here's the thing. You can do all this in your community because we actually know what black people spend. When I see a black beauty store, you don't want to patronize it because just like that young lady said in front of the Korean store, oh, well, they don't want to let me go with a nickel. Well, I've seen multiple times in black-owned beauty
Talk about
stores. They'll, well, can't y'all give me a discount for why?
Come
For
on,
why?
sis.
I don't know you, girl.
Come on, sis.
So you want that. So when they don't do that, you don't patronize them. Then they go out of business. But that Korean store said, I want my nickel. You either give it to me or not.
Yeah.
And then what happens? They're still there because
right.
you're going to give them the nickel. So you respect others more than you respect the people in your own community, which is why those stores never last. On top of that, when you get into the whole Asian and black community, can there, as in any culture and race, can there be people that are anti-black or this and that? Yeah. But what I've been foreseeing as of lately, right? You want people to put up with nonsense because let's say Mr. Child doesn't, people like Mr. Child don't like you. Cool, fine. You want also people to put up with the fact that this is happening on their property. Right. I'm not even getting into what actually happened, but let's just get into what we know. The store is being stolen from time again. And people are saying, well, they can just write it off on insurance. After so many, just like with Chicago, after so many times, the insurance company is like, look, you got to do something about this or, we're going to just have to move. So now you got people following you around the store, things like that. There's one side of it addressing, okay, there may be quote unquote anti-blackness there. All right, cool. You can address that as well as addressing what goes on in the store. What goes on in that community with that store. That store is in that community, whether or not they're black or not, it's in your community. So it's on the behest of the community to want that store to stay, right? And if there's something going on, well, go to the store and find out exactly what's going on, right? And then if you attack that situation and then you have something that's still persisting, now you can say, okay, now this is you, Mr. Child. This is you. This is you. And we don't want this type of ignorance in our community. But what's happening is that culture, which is the degenerate culture, is allowed to persist on top of whatever else may be going on. It doesn't make a good recipe. So if these people are in your communities, because you keep voting for the people that keep putting them there. So if they are in your communities, why not address that problem? And then why not address the problems of your community? Because you're not getting rid of them. They're not going anywhere. Okay. There's Mr. Child going to leave and another Mr. Child going to come. All right. At the end of the day, they're not going anywhere because you refuse to fix the issues. which one, again, who you elect, but two, the actual community issues. So why not get involved with that? So we don't have to keep seeing people say something is something that is not. And then when it really is, nobody wants to believe it because you cried wolf so many times. We have to look at what's going on in certain communities. And I think a lot of the times, a lot of people just look at the race and automatically think that this is going to be the victim. This is going to be the person that's at fault. And when you start to do that, you start to build up a resentment. And a lot of people are not, I wouldn't say racist, but they have a lot of resentment for what actually allowed to go on. The same way it was, pre-civil rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of resentment there. But if you're asking to fix a problem, why now start to do the very same thing that you said that was affecting your community?
I think we've got to do something to stop the proliferation of children that have gotten old. What we are seeing on these videos is a bunch of people who have aged but have never developed into adulthood. And this is what happens when you have a significant number of people who are old but are not actual adults functioning around your society, talking about, I never go into that store, and if I do, it's only to steal. Well, then you got to ask yourself why it is they're walking and following people who look like you, because you have come out and admit the only reason you're in there is to try and take something. I've never understood, why is it that the Black community, specifically at this point that I'm talking to, is not upset with the small number of Black people who give statistical justification for this perceived treatment? Why are you mad at the people who are treating you this way, but you're never mad at the people who give the statistical justification? I'm sorry. If I going to park someplace and I see, particularly where I used to live, if I see three and they have the young, 4 or 5 young people, maybe in middle school or early high school, I am very concerned. And I'm looking over. I'll tell you, I have driven around my own block to not park, to not get out of a car. If I see a bunch of kids I didn't know, I will keep driving and see if they're walking away, because statistically, that's the group that was out there knocking people over the head, trying to tear people out their cars and do all that sort of thing. Don't be mad at me because I perceive them that way and want to protect myself. Why aren't you mad at them? Why aren't they mad? Why aren't those young people mad at the other young people, the small minority of young people who are giving them a bad name and giving them statistical justification for someone like me to drive by and go, there's 3 8th graders, clock the door, keep rolling. I'm sorry. This is, I've never understood that. It's what it suggests to me is you've got that going, and now you have these undeveloped adults. What it seems like is that the Black community who cannot come out and full-throatedly come against this type of behavior and say, this is childish, calling up prank calling places of business and not place. I mean, literally, like, this is middle school stuff. Hang up. And, this is foolishness. And the fact that Black leaders, certainly nobody in political leadership, in the church leadership, you don't ever hear anything from these people. What they are asking for, and this is a thread that is so discouraging. If you look at it in the Carmelo Anthony case, you can look at it in this child case, you can look at it all across the society. What they are asking is for the society to tolerate the degenerate behavior that comes from Black people, but they are quick to want to sanction anybody else's poor behavior. But the degenerate behavior that comes from Black people must be tolerated. And this is dangerous because, again, people, all of that white guilt and foolishness they convinced white people of, after the civil rights movement. That stuff is fading. These people are tired, and I am with them. These people and me, we are tired of tolerating degenerate behavior. We don't care where it's coming from. But the fact of the matter is, I said this last week, people always have a small number of people in their community that do bad things. Nobody's perfect. We understand that. The point is not the aberration. The point is not the small number of people who have aberrant and antisocial behavior. The point is the 99% of people from that group who don't disassociate and immediately call it out. It leaves everyone else to feel like there's no recourse, there's nowhere to go. They have to separate or take things in their own hand. It is going to be a harsh reaction if we keep this foolishness up. Nobody is going to tolerate your degenerate behavior simply based on skin color or a history that no present white person in America, 90% of the white people in America's families came here after slavery and were not present for. It has nothing to do with them. They are done tolerating this foolishness.
Yeah, I think the sisters covered all of the bases. I mean, there's on the one hand, you have the inappropriate funding being given to non-Black people in their communities, like they can't set up businesses, although there are some Black people who raise their own money and start their own business, and they do have to deal with stupidity of Black people that don't support them, that want them to give more, basically take care of them and take care of their store at the same time, because you're gonna give me a discount, or you're gonna let me get away with not paying you that extra dollar I owe. But you don't want the people who are non-Black, they won't let you get away with that, and you want to fuss them. But yeah, it's a whole lot that goes into this whole thing. But the bottom line is that Black people ain't got no business acting stupid when they're doing damage that's causing the problem. You know, you cause the problem and then you complain about being the way you're treated. So that's your right on target. I appreciate that. But I do think that we need to see in our Black communities more businesses by Black people. Most of the Black people, the neighborhoods we go to, they're all run by non-Blacks, and I think that's unfortunate. And I think that's our fault. You can't blame the foreigners that come in there and they work their butts off and they do their thing. You can't blame them.
Mika's right about that.
Yeah.
It's not, yes, we can have Black businesses. I love that. I'm not anti-Black business.
That's right.
To be honest, I don't believe the government should be giving these people low interest
Shouldn't
loans.
be. No, shouldn't.
And basically they set up the same scenario they set up in Minnesota with the Somalis.
That's
and
right.
they took these people as refugees who came in from Laos, from the Vietnam War, from Cambodia, from all of these countries that they were over there doing stuff they knew they didn't do, and their so-called reparations. We're going to come in here. We're going to give you stuff that no American citizen is entitled to.
That's right.
And we're going to set you up in such a way so that you can make this money, and that's sort of how we're going to appease you for the things that we have done or not done, or the way we're trying to reorganize. See, this is why you got to get government out of all of this stuff. You wouldn't have these problems if government was not outside of its scope.
And we also have to make sure that we make the government pay for that kind of thing. They shouldn't be getting away with it. They should have never got away with it in the first place.
Black businesses could compete if they didn't have to compete against people who had a 1% loan that they don't have to pay back for 70 years.
That's right.
I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on this? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, he gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. Then the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.